Valentine's Day is fast approaching, and I saw a trailer not too long ago for a particular movie. This movie, Dracula, from Luc Besson, which kind of confused me because I swear that I saw it last year, and it was titled, I suppose, overseas as Dracula, a Love Tale, which, considering the subject of this retelling of Dracula, would make more sense. I'm not sure if they just rebranded it when they brought it over here to the US. Hopefully, people don't get too confused about it because it is a little bit more of a love tale. It definitely still has the Dracula appeal, but it definitely appeals a little closer to the love tale. But I figure I'd give you my review of Dracula, a love tale. I'm covering the love tale just in case there's some difference between that version and the one that's currently about to come to theaters this coming weekend. So here we go. Well, in this romanticized retelling of the classic Bram Stoker tale, a young prince who believes he's destined for victory by God leaves his lovely wife at home for battlefield victory. While away, his enemies kill the love of his life, leaving him a broken, unhinged wreck. He curses God's name, becoming an immortal beast who refuses to die until he's reunited with his lost love. He creates a perfume that makes him irresistible to women. And after a few centuries of searching and a lot of meet cute montage that seem to go somewhere, I suppose, for if you're doing a rom-com thing, it would work better than it does in the Dracula movie. But nonetheless, a meet cute montage that is in the middle of the film for some reason. Anyways, he manages to cross paths with his resurrected love in the form of Mina Harkins. Of course, the story of Dracula has been retold so many times since the Bram Stoker story originally came out. This wouldn't be the first time that they've gone with a more dark romantasy version of this story. However, this one seems to lack the romance that so many of the other stories have. There's a little bit of they show a little bit of the love between the Dracula character and his queen in the very beginning, but I don't feel the sympathy or the emotion between the two characters later on in the film. Likewise, aside from a little bit of battle victory in the beginning of the film, I don't really feel the Dracula-ness of him. I don't want to trash this film too bad because it's not the worst Dracula film out there. Likewise, I like Luc Besson. He made one of my favorite movies, that of course being The Fifth Element, and he's does some fun action movies that occasionally verge on campy, but are still pretty fun. However, recently he has been a little bit more missed than hit. The records haven't been good for him recently, but it's not terrible. If you manage to go, I would say you wouldn't hate it. I would say go to a matinee showing. Save a little bit of money. That way you don't spend too much. Spend it on the popcorn or soda or whatever. You're definitely probably going to be going with your girl, since this is, like I said, a little bit more of a romantic take on the character. So definitely, yeah, make sure you have enough money for the snack combo pack. In the meantime, though, if you want to actually watch a Dracula movie that is a little bit more sexy or loving, I would say Francis Ford Coppola's Bram Stoker's Dracula is the way to go. And of course, Robert Eggers' Nosferatu from 2024. That one, definitely a horny take on the Dracula genre, but either way, enjoy. Happy Valentine's Day.